Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, friends. Good morning, Garfield. And we are ready to jump into these charts. It's Friday, April the 10th. And I want you guys to see. I want you guys to see where we're at. We had some alerts set yesterday, and they are in fact going off right now. But before we jump into the charts, remember that I am not a financial advisor. Anything that you do trading wise is totally your own responsibility. I'm simply an autism mom, and these videos are for educational and informational purposes only. They're simply just my opinion, okay? So, with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into these charts. I'm going to go ahead and share my Dow Jones chart with you guys. Let's see what's here. We had it marked up for it to come back down here to the bottom of the box. Now we do not take a until after the 15-minute candle closes. Okay, we don't take a trade till after the first 15-minute candle closes. And this looks like it's coming back to give us a retest of this area here that broke. So I had this area marked up. The market indeed wanted to go higher from yesterday, so it broke out of that internal high and it went way, 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 way higher. So what we're going to be looking for is some type of retest of this last trend line area here. And we'll see if we get something like that so that we can catch the buyback up. However, let me see. Market. Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Okay. However, um, if the market breaks structure here on the 15-minute, then we will be looking for a sell. Okay. Now that structural point on the 15-minute is going to be down here. All right, so I'll go ahead and put our circles there. We call them our balloons. We'll go ahead and put our balloons there. So if these balloons get popped, then that would be where we would be looking for these are our structural points here. Because this was our last higher low, okay? So go ahead and put higher low there. And this is our what? Our higher high right here. Everything in between that area is going to be the internal structure, okay? So this is our higher high. I don't consider this right here. This area would just kind of be like support or resistance. I don't consider this area right here. This would just kind of be like a support area. I really don't consider it to be a structural point. All right. So it looked like it was a support area. Came back up. Then it got broken, came back up, retested. Yeah. That's the way I see it. In that area here, this is our higher high. Now we always want to look at where we're at in the higher time frames. And I believe I had it marked up for you guys so we could see that if we look at it on the higher time frames, we're at a weekly break of structure area. Okay, you guys see that? A weekly break of structure. So that means that the market broke structure here on the weekly time frame. And this is where it broke. So it could be retesting that area for the sell back down to come back down and retest this weekly trend line break. Okay, so that's kind of where we're at on the big scheme of things. You guys can see we came right up there to that 538 where that structure broke at. You guys can see it on every time frame. And so now what we're going to be paying attention to is if we're going to get a sell back down, or are we going to get this buyback up to retest this area one more time. Okay, so that's kind of where we're at, and we're just waiting and looking. Okay, so on our hour time frame, same area, that 47,904 is our break of structure. On our 15-minute, this is our this is where we had it coming back to, so we could buy it back up to this. What is this? 519, 520, and the high is 554. Okay, so 554 is the high. So that's where we had it for the buyback up. If we went down to the 10-minute, if we went down to the 10-minute, if we went down to the 10-minute, you guys, you can see this was a clear break of structure right here. This would have been a break of structure right here. Okay. And some might even consider this to be a breaker structure right here because it did make a higher high. This would have been the higher low, break, retest, continuation. Okay. So, but on that 15-minute, not so much. And I'm just going to draw up a fib here to see. Yeah. So you guys can see that little move would have played out right there. Okay. If we drew up the breaker structure, even right there, yeah, it would have came back. Yeah, so that move would have played out. So what we would be looking at here, friends, is we would be looking at some type of bullish reaction so that we can buy this back up to this, at least to this half of this box here, and hopefully back to the top. Okay, so that's where we're at. Or we're going to see if we're going to get this continuation back down to retest that trend line that we broke. Okay, so that's where we're at. Are we going to get a buyback up from here? Or are we going to come down a little bit lower and retest this trend line before we get a buyback up? So that's what we want to know. And that's where we're at. So this fib already played out if it was on the 10-minute. So we're going to delete that just so we don't have it in our way. And the main fib that we will be looking at now is just going to be this buy fib. So that's where we're at on our Dow Jones, guys. Let's go ahead and take a look at the NASDAQ and see where we're at with that. We had our structural areas marked up in our alerts yesterday, and we never ever got we did not get a break of structure, okay? So let's go ahead and see what we got. We got our low there, our higher low, and then we had a higher high, then we had a higher low right here, okay? And then we went on up to make a higher high. So this higher low would be valid. And then we went on up to make a higher, even higher high than that. So I'm going to show you what area would be valid here. And that's going to be this area right here. This would be our last. I'm going to go ahead and move this alert right here. This is our last higher low. So if this area gets broken here, the area that we're looking for, the pop take a sell down. Okay, up, down, yeah. And my alerts are they're going all crazy right now. So something's about to happen. And before we do any more of that, let's look at news and see what the news is saying. So it's 9:46. So the first 15 candle has formed. Let's see what the information it's given us. This is our higher. Okay. So you guys can see that. You can see where we're at. This is where we actually had the break of structure yesterday, or a couple days ago. Yeah, Thursday. Yeah, we had a break of structure there with the buy up. So we had impulse, correction, continuation. All right. So we'll go back over here. Let's go on and check out news, guys. Let's see what the news is giving us. Today being Friday, April the 10th, we're going to look here for red folders. We had red folders. We had unemployment rate. We had core CPI. We had all our CPI news come out at 8:30. Okay. And then at 10 a.m., we do have orange folders. So they can make the market do a little dance. So we'll see what that's going to do. And that's our consumer sentiment. So we want to see and our inflation expectations. And then we also have factory orders. Okay, so we're going to see what people are thinking about this economy with this inflation and everything. Liking it. Okay, so we are getting a little move down, breaking this support and resistance area here. We are breaking through that zone. So what we want to see, friends, we want to see if it's going to continue to fall. And we can maybe get in for a short sale on the way down to it testing this trend line, or if we are going to buy back up. What's going on? Some what? You can go look in there and see. Good morning. Good morning, mommy. Look at both. Probably the overflow. All right. So do you guys see what we're seeing over here? Do you see what we're seeing over here? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Let's see. It's going to be a good morning. It's going to be a great day today. A great trading day. That's what we're going to have. Let me get a little bit more light. Let me get my shoes on. So I'm putting on my shoesies so I can get ready to walk. And then we have a field trip today at 1 and a birthday party at 2. So it's going to be a pretty busy day for us again, as usual. Here's your medicine. Did you find any? Of course. Here's your medicine. You're going to go. I'm going to find you the next. I got some. Thank you. See you later. I'll do it. That's good. Okay. You want to do that? Yes. Are you doing that? I don't do that. You do that? No, I don't. Okay. You want to think about it? I'm going to go to you. I'm sorry about that. I love that. Here, get it now. You can get it into my purse and in the chair. All righty, family. Can you guys see these charts? You see these charts? They're moving down. They're moving down. Okay, this is our Dow Jones. We're going to see what's going to happen in 5 minutes when we get this news about this inflation. And let's see, here is our Dow. This is our NASDAQ. You can see what's happening here. And also, let's go ahead and look at gold. We had gold up beautifully yesterday. Gold had the TP on, gold had hit TPE, and then we had a break of structure here for gold. You guys see that? We broke structure for gold. You guys see that? We broke structure for gold right here when it broke that last lower low. So now we're going to come back up and retest this. High up here, and let's see if we're going to get a sell back down for gold. So we had all this stuff marked up yesterday. You guys can see it came up here to this 70%-ish area right here for a retracement. So let's see if gold's going to sell down. This is a 15-minute trend line. So 15-minute trend lines aren't the most powerful, but that's something to look at, to take into consideration. If it sells down, it could sell back down to here, then down to here, then back down to this 0, and then negative 27 is right here. Okay. Negative 61.8 is right here. So let's see what we're going to do with gold. That would be a good trade. So all of these things, there's possibilities in all of them. Jones, we're looking at gold, and we're looking at NASDAQ. Okay, just scrolling through to see which one's going to give us our entry confirmation. The Dow Jones and the NASDAQ broke structure for the buy. And according to my eyes and the way I see the market, gold broke structure for the sell. So now we're just waiting to see right here, where are we going to get the buy back up? Looks like on a smaller time frame, you guys can see that we're starting to get that here. And then on NASDAQ, let's see what we're getting over here. Just consolidating between this break. Yeah. So we're going to see if we're going to get a buy back up from here. If we do, 259 to 371, about 100 points on this move if we were able to take that or higher. And then on the Dow Jones, if we were able to take this move and get a buy back up someplace in this vicinity, it would be about a 250 point move. So let's just kind of see which one's going to be our best move. And then for gold, okay, here's news. Let's see. For gold, we have 25,300, 25,370. Let's see. Oh, wait, I'm looking at the NASDAQ. For gold, we're going to look at gold. And my alerts are still going off. Let me go ahead and put my shoes on. I can start walking. Hey, Bubba. Oh, baby Bubba. I'll get him to eat real. Okay, so gold looks like it's trying to push. Let's see what's happening. So we would want this candle to close above this 312 here. I just went down to the 10-minute just to see where that candle was. Let's see, the 5-minute. Is that 312? Yeah, 317. Yeah, on the 3-minute, that's a structural point too. So we would want it to close above this 317, come back and retest that, and then buy it back up. Hey, puppy. That my baby. So if you guys are new here, like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm an autism mommy. My son Gaby has severe autism. Nonverbal. So he makes lots of noises. He's coming down looking for coffee. Mommy, get you some coffee, baby. You want some coffee? Say early in the morning. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if we can sing the people's songs without getting copyright, but y'all know the words. Make sure that your coffee has its sugar and cream. Yeah. Y'all know it. I love Karen White. I love Superwoman. And that's what we've turned out to be. All of our moms out there, we are Superwoman, honey. Yeah, turned out to be a Superwoman for our children, especially those mommies that have children that require 24-hour care, honey. Superwoman, hats off to you. So we're just waiting to see how this candle is going to close. We want to see it kind of close above the area of 317. So we can see that it's not going to give us a sell right back down. And while we're doing that, I'm just going to get some music so you guys can hear this. And I'm going to go get Gabriel some coffee, okay? We're just waiting. Market hasn't given us what we're looking for yet. It hasn't given us many specific moves yet. We're not in a hurry to take a move. We wait a lot over here. Trading is waiting, okay? Mm-hmm. Waiting for your entry, not being impulsive and just jumping in to something that you don't know about, that you're not sure of. Yeah. So I'm just looking at each screen to see if we're getting any moves that we could possibly take advantage of. And quite honestly, I don't see anything yet, friends. I'm still waiting for nothing yet. Good morning, Gabe. Hi, Bubba. Hi, baby. Mommy, come and get you something. So we're still right at this line, guys. What we're trying to do is see if we're going to get a push up to the 317 and a close above that. That's what I would like to see. We are seeing some bullish. We have 2 bullish candles here, so that's good news. And that was on the 10-minute. You guys can see this. I'm trying to get a close above here. So let's see what we're going to get. Let me get the coffee for the kid, and I will be right back. Good morning, handsome boy. Get some coffee for my baby. Want yogurt? All right, baby. Coffee. Coffee, yogurt, bread, cream. oat milk. Put this in there first. Put this in there, Baba. Okay, finish palm. Okay, and then it's yogurt. That's good, right? And then some oat milk. Okay, you get to drink out the blue cup. Mommy will drink out the blue cup. Okay? Right. Here, straw. Go, Baba. Okay. You like that coffee? Okay. Here goes your yogurt, Bella. Let's go see if we're getting the mood differently. Let me see here. Are we getting our move? Are we getting our move? Are we getting our move? Did we get our move? We got up here to 310. We want to see if we're getting our move. Let's look at it on a smaller time frame. Not quite yet. Let's see if we're getting our move. We are getting that bullish reaction from here. So let's see if we want to see it go past 317 and close. Okay. That's what we want to see, friends. We'll go ahead and let's see what we're getting on M and Q. Are we doing on M and Q? Not getting that. Let's see what we're getting on gold. Gold is still buying up. All right. Okay, so we want to see where it closes at on this 10-minute candle. We got 1 more minute and 47 seconds. 1 more minute and 47 seconds. Okay, let me get it gripped. Alrighty. Baby, here's your grits. Coffee grits and some fish. You want some fish? Very good. That's good. That's yum, 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 huh? Baby eat all this food. Baby eat all this food up, Papa. She eat all this food. Baby eat it all. Baby eat it all. Yum, yum, yum. Those grapes are good, huh? There you go. Okay, let me start this thing up. Did we get a close above, friends? Did we get a close above? This is the 10-minute. This is the 8-minute. Let me see on this 3-minute because that's where. Let's see here. All right. Start walking, guys. A little bit of a close above, and I wanted to be a stronger close, okay? Break with power. It's a season of power. I'm stretching my legs because we're about to start our walk. We won't be finished walking until 12. We got an appointment at 1. It's going to be one of those days, huh? In prosperity. It's a new season coming to me. Yeah. All right. If you are new here, I'm Staar. I've been trading for almost 5 years. It'll be 5 years in May. About 6 months ago, I went from being unprofitable and losing all my money and not being able to see the market clearly to something clicking, and I'm able to see it very clearly now, and became profitable. And so what I want to share with you guys is that don't give up, because some people do get it faster than others, but it doesn't matter how long it takes as long as you get it, okay? Because once you learn this skill, you'll be able to turn your cell phone, your computer into a literal ATM machine, all right? I am not a financial advisor in any shape, form, or fashion. I'm an autism mom. I'm a singer, songwriter, recording artist. I have a private school for children with special needs. Those are some things that I do, but I'm not a financial advisor. Okay. So please don't take any information that I give you as financial advice. If you need a financial advisor, please seek one out. I love the Lord, so you guys will hear me sing songs that praise and magnify the Lord. I also am an author, and so you guys will be able to see some of the books that we wrote, which one of them is a trading book. And on this channel, when we're on here waiting for our move to happen, we'll also be having some daily devotion. So that's what we're going to do right now. And I also walk on the walking path. So I walk 100 minutes a day. And while I'm trading, so that helps me be able to develop a healthy heart habit at the same time as making some money. All right. So that's one of the things that you guys can know about me, just FYI. So let's see what we're getting on this 15-minute chart. Okay. So what we're waiting on now, guys, is we're waiting to see if this is going to be a break of structure here, or if it's going to be, and it's not a break of structure on the time frame that we're on, I know, but I'm looking to see if this is going to be an area where the market goes up from here, or if this is going to just be like a pause and it continues to sell down to here because we don't want to get caught up in this sell down to here. Okay. So that's kind of where we're at. And that's why you wait. All right. That's why you definitely wait. You don't rush into these things because no need to. No need to rush. The market's going to be moving. It's going to keep moving. You don't even have to trade every single day. Okay, you don't have to. Look at gold. Gold is buying up. It's at the 88% retracement level now. Okay. So let's see what's going to happen with gold. Yes, Bubba. Did you eat your breakfast? No. Who holds my future? All right, we're looking at all of them. Let's see. Yes, Gabe. What you looking for? Hi, Bubba. Hi. Baby says hi, everybody. Say hi, baby. Did you eat your food? Yeah, I can't come play. I'm on the walking path. Hi, Bubba. Hi, baby. Hi. Gaby's saying hi to you guys out there. Make sure y'all say hi to Gaby in the chat. Autism awareness. He wants me to sing him some songs. That's really what is going on. He says, you're singing because he lives. You need to be over here singing it on the mic. Okay. Hey, babe. Hey, Bubba. Hey. All righty, guys. We're at 320. Let's see if we can get some type of bullish close on this candle. I'm going to feel good if it closes higher than this. 324. Let's see if we can get a bullish close. We got 40 some seconds. So let's see what we're going to get. Let's go. Come on, bulls. Are you going to pull through or what? Because we want to see a strong push through. Not no wimpy push through. Let's try to see if we can get up to 330, 340, and then come back and retest that area. We got 20 seconds left, guys. 20 seconds left on this close here on this MYM. This might be our move that we take our chance on. 5, 4, 3, 2. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Are we closing above? We did close above, so let's see what we get. We're gonna get that. Okay, so we've got a 2 candle close on the 15 minute. which is a good sign. Okay. On the 10-minute, that candle is engulfed. Okay. On the 5-minute, all right. Let's see if we get a little bit of a retracement back down here to that 317-ish. I'm going to go ahead and see if we can get ready to take a trade. Good morning. How are you, honey? I've been talking all this time and y'all are been muted. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for tuning in. Taylor Gang, you're going to get it, okay? You're going to get it so to stay tuned in. Pick it up. I've been talking. I was muted because I was answering a phone call. Man. I see we're getting that push down. So that's why you don't jump in. Just stay patient. Okay, stay patient. Because he lives, I can face tomorrow. Yes, Lord. Because he lives, all of my fear is all gone. Ain't that right, Gabe? Because I know, oh, who holds my future, and life is worth the living just because he lives. All right, guys. I love that little interlude. These are some just different interludes I had my producer do for me as we would build our shows out. I got to get some copyright free music so we can have some of that in the morning time. Yeah, some copyright free music. So you guys see why we did not just jump in. You guys see that it's still selling. Okay, so we didn't jump in because we want to see a break with power here. Okay, not just a little couple points. We need a strong break. All right. So it was about, what was that about? That was about 50 points. But we need to see it break with power, guys. So we want to see what the market's going to do from here. Is this going to be where we get is this where we're going to get our buy up? Or is this going to be our sell down? That's what we're looking for. That's what we're trying to determine. Because it could very well sell down. So it broke that low, right? Came back up, retest the low. So this very well could be the sell down to here. Y'all see that? So it's looking like on the 5 minute. That's what it's looking like on the 10 minute. And this is what it's looking like on the 15 minute. Up, up, up. Okay. Yes, Gaby. Hi, Bubba. You want more music? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Very good. That's pretty singing. Do 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 do. Yeah, buddy. Oh. Do 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 do. Baby's like, okay, let's sing some songs, lady. He sees me on this walking pad. I'll be on here till about 12 o'clock, guys. Then we're going to get dressed and go on to our field trip and then celebrate one of our dear friends' birthday. You guys see this? Hi, Gabe. Hi, Bubba. On the 15-minute time frame, it's looking like a sale, baby. It's looking like a sale all day. Okay? Mm-hmm. Did you eat all your food, Gaby? See where we're at. Oh, we got that bearish push on gold now. It went up there to, it went up there to test that. Hold on, Bubba. Yeah, went up there to test that. See here, Gaby. I know, handsome. Hi, Bubba. You want more? Say more music. More music. Gaby loves the music. So we are just locked in, guys, just waiting to see what the market's going to give us on today. Seeing if we're going to get a buy from this area or a sell. It's always that 50-50 chance. It could go either direction. Hi, baby. Hi. Hi, Bubba. Oh, you're so handsome. Him so handsome. Him so handsome. Hi, handsome boy. Mommy sees you, geekly, Bubba. I see you over there with your handsome self. We got a day today. So you guys, this week will be the last week that you'll see me in this particular space. Next week we'll be in a different location. I can't wait to show y'all. Hope we got to work out the kinks. Hope we can get everything running nice and smooth like we have it for you right now. We can have it nice and smooth like y'all have it right now. You guys are going to be in for a treat. Okay, in for a treat. Gaby, baby. Hi, handsome boy. Hi, Bubba. Hi. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Say hi, mama. Hi. You want to say hi? You're saying a lot of highs this morning. Say hi, Bubba. All right, you guys. So Gaby sees me in here walking, and we're doing our singing on our YouTube live, and Gabe's in here just eating it up. He keeps coming to visit. He wants us to do more singing, of course. But we're right now live on YouTube doing our trading in the morning. We're walking on our walking pad. We've been walking for about 33 minutes. We do this every single morning. And we have a field trip today. Come and say hi, Gabe. Say hi. Oh, good job. But we do this every single morning. We have a field trip today to walk along the St. John's River, and then we're going to take our kiddos out to Cracker Barrel. So that's our field trip outing for today. It's going to be a great one. So just want to show you guys, this is Autism Awareness Day for Autism Awareness Month, Day 10. You guys stay tuned. We'll show you a little bit later what we do. Okay, stay tuned. Okay, Gabe. There's music. Woo! Hi, Bubba. I can't wait for him to sing with me. That's my prayer. Right, Bubba? You're going to sing with mommy? Woo! You're going to sing, say pretty song. Oh, don't touch that. Don't touch that, Bubba. He's touching the mouse. Now he wants to trade. He's going to take a trade. He's going to be like, we're in a buy. I'll be like, Gaby, but we're not ready to buy yet. Okay. We're waiting for the market to show us clearly what it wants to do, guys. Which one is going to be ready first? I don't know if gold's going to be ready first. Let's see. Is gold going to be ready first? All right, Gaby. Hey, Bubba. M&Q. Dow Jones ain't really doing any. Well, that's NASDAQ. It's not ready. It hasn't given us anything. It's just been staying right in between this consolidating area since 9:30. Yeah. Hasn't given us anything, y'all. Hasn't given us nothing. Dow Jones, what are you doing? What you doing, baby? Are we buying or selling? We ain't doing nothing right now. So since we ain't doing nothing, guess what? I'm not doing nothing either. I'm just going to be walking, okay? That's why you have to have another activity that you can do besides trading, because you don't want to just be like, I got to do something. Let me just take a trade either way. You don't want to do that. So that's why I love walking, because I'm accomplishing something. I don't want to feel like I'm not accomplishing anything. So I'm accomplishing something every morning when I get up and walk. Somebody's missing child in Northeast Florida. God bless them right now in Jesus' name. Alert just came on. So now we've got our time. We're moving on up with this speed. All right, moving up with this speed. 3.5 speed. I'm going to go ahead and put it on 4.0 speed. Okay, Gabe. Okay. Gaby's a little loud this morning, guys. But that's normal. It's our normal life. Probably not normal for y'all. But those are all happy sounds, okay? In an autism household. Happy sounds. He's saying hi. Hi, Gabe. Everybody's going to say hi to you in the chat. They're going to say hi. You guys say hi, Gabe, in the chat. Because Gaby's being friendly to y'all. Hope y'all are being friendly to him. Uh-huh. What you saying? Mm-hmm. So I already gave him breakfast. I gave him his now he's playing the drum solo. I'm telling you, never a dull moment here, friends. Never a dull moment. Drink your coffee, Bubba. Yes. Yes, Bubba. Yep. Don't touch. All right, let's go ahead and get our scripture for today while we're waiting to see. You guys, this looks like a sale to me now. So it looks like we're selling to buy. So I'm just going to wait a little bit longer to see what we get. But it's looking like it switched from a sell to a buy to me. So this week we've been talking about pleasing God. On Monday, we talked about prospering in God. On Tuesday, on Wednesday, we talked about praising God. Yesterday, we talked about having faith in God. Okay, Thursday. And today, our word is believing in God. So we're believing God. And our scripture is Mark 16, verse 16. And it says, he who believes and is baptized will be saved, but he who does not believe will be condemned. Okay? And the words are having faith enough to know and believe that we can have a relationship with a God who is omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient. And you guys, do y'all know what all those words mean? Omnipotent, all powerful, omnipresent, everywhere, and omniscient, knows everything, who can do anything but fail. All we have to do is confess and believe in our heart and make the decision to be baptized and follow Jesus. Salvation is free. Just believe God. Okay? So salvation is free. We don't have to do anything but believe God. Believe in your heart. Believe in your heart. You know, they say that sinner's prayer, if you confess with your sins and believe in your heart that God raised Jesus from the dead, thou shalt be what? Saved. Okay? So you got to believe in your heart. Believing in your heart. And what do you believe in your heart? Because whatever you believe in your heart is going to be true to you. That's why it's so important. We believe God, all right? We believe God is all seeing, all knowing, all powerful. That's what the omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient. Okay. We believe that, right? We believe that for God. But I'm going to ask you today, friends, what do you believe for you? What do you believe in your heart about you? Okay, because whatever you believe in your heart about you is what's true for you. Okay, so our scripture today is Mark 16:16. Believe God. No, salvation is free. All we have to do is believe God. All right, believe God. This is a meditation journal that we've been reading out of probably for the past 2 to 3 weeks now. It's called Appreciating God's Sunrises and Sunsets Meditation Journal. It's written by my favorite girl in the whole wide world, Deborah Ann Bartlett, my mom. You guys can check it out on Amazon, Meditation Journal. And we do our meditation every single morning. So we're working on our spiritual body, our physical body, our financial body. We're getting everything lined up, guys. Lining it all up, okay? Because we don't want to be wealthy and sick. We don't want to be wealthy and not know what to do with the wealth because we're looking at the world's view of wealth, okay? We want to be wealthy. We want to be rooted and grounded in the Lord and doing what God says, living our lives according to the way God said to live them, okay? So that's what God wants. We can be wealthy and we can still live a good, wholesome Christian life. You don't have to go wild and crazy just because you get some money. You know what I mean? So that's what it means to me. So we're keep making sure that we're trying to keep every area of our life in check. We want to make sure we're exercising. We want to make sure that we're tapping into the word of God every single day, having that time with him, that devotional time, listening to him, asking him to help us. Help me, Lord. There's some things in your life that nobody but God can work it out and work it through and give you peace about. He's the only one that can give you the peace that you need, okay? Peace that passes all understanding. That comes from the Lord. Hallelujah, okay? Peace that passes all understanding. So that's what we do over here. My goal is to have a well-rounded, balanced life, whatever that might mean. Balance does not always mean equal, but I try to make sure that I am being a great mom, a great wife. I try to make sure that I'm feeding my spirit man. I try to make sure that I'm getting my exercise in, and I'm trying to make sure that I have multiple streams of income. Like those are my goals. I want to be able to have a balance of all that. And I want to have fun doing it. And the thing about trading is it's giving me the opportunity to have fun. It's teaching me a new skill, which I love. I love learning it and I love teaching it. If you're brand new and you're looking to learn, this is the book I wrote called Trading Made Simple for Everyday People. This will take you from being a trader that is just starting to giving you a great foundation. It's over 280 pages of excellence, guys. There's a glossary of terms in there. Sometimes you don't even know what people are talking about. They start talking about liquidity, broker. You're like, what's a broker? What's bearish? What's bullish? What's a bid price? What's candle? They don't know any of that stuff. So it has a glossary of terms in there. When you get finished with the test, there's a test at the end so that you can take your test, your comprehensive test at the end. And you go on to tradingmadesimple.vip to sign up for your test. You'll be able to take your test and be able to see that you've learned everything that you need to know to be successful trading. So we've got it laid out really, really nice for people. And I absolutely love it. I love that I've been able to learn the skills so that I can help others learn. That's one of my gifts. I am an exhorter, and I love to go back and help the people, okay? So when I get something, I don't keep it to myself. I share it, okay? We share Jesus. Anything I'm doing that's making money, I share that. I try to share everything that's working for me with other people. Sometimes to my own demise, okay? But the thing about it is you can't get mad if somebody else doesn't accept the thing that you're trying to share. You just share it, and that's your job, is to share. It's not your responsibility on what they do with it. Your job is just to share it, okay? So that's what I do. I've done that with mostly everything in my life. If I thought that something was good, if I thought that somebody else was good, I would share them with people that were important to me, okay? I would share. Same way, if you find a new restaurant that you think is good, you're going to share it, right? And that's what I've done mostly my whole life. If I found something that was working for me, a resource that was working for me, then I would share it with others. All right. So look, see what we're getting, guys. We're still at this zone here. We have not broke it with power. You see, we tested it, but not broke it because it did not close beneath it. So I'm just trying to see what we're going to do from here. What are we going to do from here? Where do we go from here? Okay, where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? That's what we need to know. Are we going up? Are we going down? Okay. We're going to keep on looking at it. We're not making any moves yet because I don't know which way to go. All right. But I'm going to check out MNQ. Let's see what that's happening over here. You guys see this is NASDAQ. It's still going up. It's still showing us bullish activity. And let's look at gold. Gold came down and retested this 62%. It's climbing back up. So let's see what we're going to get from gold. Or if we're going to get the sale down from here. Okay. That would be a nice sale if we were able to get that. Okay, that would be a nice sale. Okay. So, looking at these things, let's look at these things, y'all. Let's look at these things. Back over here on the Dow Jones. We've been walking now for 51 minutes. We have another 49 minutes to walk. So we'll be walking till about 12 o'clock. And then we'll be getting ready to go to a field trip. I want to look back over here on the other time frame so we can see what it's looking like on the hour. Okay. It's our 15-minute. This is my story. This is my song. Amen. This is what it's looking like on the 1 hour. So if you look at it on the 1 hour, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful break and retest. This was our 1 hour. And then it broke through there, came up, gave us a high. And now it looked like it perfectly is retesting there. And this last hour candle it gave us a doji, which doji means, some people used to say it means indecision. So what we don't know is if we're going to come back and retest down here to this area, or are we going to continue to go up from here? Okay, because this was our higher high, higher low. Then we made another higher high. So we still have our higher low here, right? So then if we make another higher high, this would be our higher low. But I'll take this trend line. And we'll put it there. All right. And let's look at it on the 4 hour. You guys can see on the 4 hour, we're right here in this consolidating zone, and we're at that weekly break of structure. That weekly break of structure. So that weekly, that's a strong zone. Y'all know that's a strong zone, okay? That weekly is a strong zone. See if these people sent me that form so I can get this thing in the mail. All righty, guys. All right, guys, let's see what we're getting. Let's see what we're getting. We're back here. We're still looking. You guys can see this area. We had it marked up. So this was an area of interest that we had marked up yesterday. And whenever you have an area of interest, you just want to, when it gets there, you just have to, stop, drop, and roll and take the time to reflect and see what's happening, okay? See what's happening. Try to look at all the different time frames so that you can make your decision. It doesn't mean just jump in, okay? So we had this area marked up because this was that break of structure area from yesterday. So that's why it's marked up. We have not, friends, broke through it with power. We've only did what? We've only tested it. You can see all this wick exhaustion here. So it's been trying to see if it's going to break it or if it's going to continue to use this level here as support. And one of the things that I talk about in our book is whenever you have your box, because you draw your box up and your box where the market broke out, it serves as support and resistance. So the bottom of the box serves as support when the candles are, of course, sitting on top of it like it is right now. And then when the box gets broken, the bottom of the box serves as resistance. Okay. So right now, the bottom of this box that we drew from yesterday from our breakout to the upside, see, we broke out to the upside. Right now, the bottom of this box is serving as support. It's serving as support because we have not been able to break through. And you can see the wick exhaustion still here. So, and even when it came back down, it looked like it was going to break through. It still closed back inside the bottom of the box. And So that means that this area still, everything within here is still just what? It's still consolidation. Okay. So, like I said, I say it every day, a lot of traders lose a lot of their money within consolidation because, like, what we're trying to figure out is which direction are we going? Are we going to go up or are we going to go down? So, that's the $1 million question of the day, because we could come back down and retrace to test, retrace and retest this trend line here that we broke, or we could, since we already hit negative 62%, we could just buy on up here to our negative 27, which is 48,718. Okay. The other thing that we have to remember that this is a strong resistance. This is at a weekly break and retest. So this is a strong zone right here that we're at. Okay. That was a weekly zone. So just, you can't be rolling up on no weekly zone thinking I'm about to break this weekly zone. You don't just roll up on the weekly zone like that. Hold on a second. Hello. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, uh-huh. We are you sure? Because hold on, let me that's what they said, it didn't have a signature.
Yes.
So they say I said,
yeah, so there was an email sent, they said about that.
Yeah, and I sent it back, but I sent the one with the signature. They might be looking at two. Hold on. Let me see. I sent the one back with the signature. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, and I can't see those emails, so double check everything.
I promise you guys, I be doing a million things, okay? A million things. But I don't let nothing stop me. We're on this treadmill. We're on 4.0. Y'all can see the sweat is starting to give us a nice little glisten. We've gone 3.6 miles, 414 calories, 415 calories. Our speed is 4.0. And we've been on here for 60, almost 67 minutes. We still have another 32 minutes to go, 33 minutes. So we're walking and we're trading. And what we're waiting for the mini Dow Jones, you guys, is we are waiting to see if we're going to break this area here for the sell down to retest this trend line, or if we're going to break this area right here for the buy up to retest these highs and go on to ultimately our TP at 48,718. But what I want you guys to remember is that we are strong. We're at a strong zone here. It was a weekly structure here on our 4 hour, our weekly. So you guys can see this. We drew up these, we marked up these charts. If you guys want to go back and look at those videos, we did a complete chart markup from scratch on last Friday on the Dow Jones, which is what we're trading now here on futures. We did a complete chart markup on Wednesday on the NASDAQ, okay, trading from scratch. Okay, we did it from scratch, okay? So that was on Wednesday. And then yesterday we did a complete markup on gold. All right. So those are the three things that the three charts we've been looking at. But I want you guys to see this weekly zone had got broken and retested. Okay, and it's right back up there. So that's why I'm thinking it may not just be pushing straight through that. Okay, this is where we were at on a weekly time frame, and it got broken here. You guys can see that break clearly. It broke right there. So this is a strong resistance area. Okay, a strong resistance area, which is why I say we could go ahead and get the sell back down. Now we'll see how this weekly candle closes. This weekly candle is looking really beautiful and bullish. So we'll see how this candle closes today. But I want you guys to be mindful of that strong zone that we have, because that was a break of structure on our weekly time frame. And I know that we don't trade on the weekly, but you have to pay attention to those higher time frames because they still mean something, okay? They definitely still mean something. So I usually keep my right chart on the right-hand side on the 4 hour so I can see how the market is looking on the 4 hour. Okay. On the middle chart is my 1 hour. I'll keep that in the middle. And then the chart that I trade off of is my 15-minute. And this is where I make my decisions off of, okay? I make my decisions off of the 15-minute time frame. So right now we're still just kind of hovering around this area that we had marked up from yesterday as a retest area. We're looking to see if we're going to get a push up or down, okay? That's what we want to see. Are we getting a push up? Are we going to get a push down? And what we want to do is we want to make sure we're on the right side, okay? So what we don't want to do is be in a sell when it's buying, or be in a buy when it's selling, and then have to go through all that drawdown. A lot of times for many of us, our account won't even let us do that, okay? So if you have $300 or $400 or $1,000, you get in the wrong direction, it could wipe your whole account out. So make sure that when you take a trade that you're sure on it. If you don't know why you took the trade, and I think this is a great, great quote somebody told me, if you don't know why you took the trade, then you're gambling. And we ain't gambling. I'm not a gambler. I'm a market and analyst, okay? I am not here to gamble. I am a market analyst. Now, the market can go one of two ways, up or down. But when I make a decision, it's because I've analyzed it. I've thought it through thoroughly. I've looked at it and drew some lines and some circles, okay? And tried to make the best decision off of the information that I was given. Not that you'll be right every time, but it's not the same as going and buying a lotto ticket or anything like that, because you actually took time to analyze this. We have lines, we've got boxes. We've been looking for some things to happen in certain areas, and we're waiting to see what the reactions are going to be when they get there. And that's the difference. Okay, so you need to know why you're taking any type of trade. When you put your money on the line, why did you put your money on the line? Okay. When you buy something, why did you buy something? Probably because you like it. Okay. Probably because you wanted it. Don't just hit the button aimlessly over here, because give it the same respect you would give if you went to the Whole Foods. You would look at the labels. You would be like, does this got this in it? Does this got that in it? And this is costing me $5 more if I buy it at Whole Foods versus if I went to Walmart. So why would you buy it there instead of Walmart? And that's the same type of respect you want to put on these charts. Analyze it. Look at it. See if it's worth it to you. Is it worth the money to you? Okay. And that's how you make your purchase. Same thing. Looking at the ingredients. I'm allergic to this. I'm allergic to that. This doesn't set well on my stomach. This makes me have gas. This makes me, you know what I'm saying? Get indigestion, whatever. So make those same decisions as you're looking at these charts, when you analyze these charts. Don't make impulsive decisions, because you wouldn't even do that with groceries that cost $3 and $4. So why would we do it in the market? Okay. So we are on here looking, guys. We can see we're still at this zone here. Still at this zone. This is a strong zone. Okay. Because this is, I say, in between a rock and a hard place, because we're in between a weekly break of structure and a 4-hour break of structure. So right here at the bottom of this box was where we broke structure for the buy on the 4-hour. And at here at the top of this box is where we broke structure at for the sell on the weekly. Okay. So we are literally in between a what? A rock and a hard place. So you got to be real careful. And these areas that are real strong like this, these areas, the market can stay there for a while, just consolidating. It can just bounce in between those two areas for a while before it makes up its mind. So that's why you can't really be in such a big hurry to just hit the button. Okay, let's be mature. Let's make intelligent decisions. Okay, we got that push down on gold. So maybe we'll take our chance on gold today. Okay, we did get that close on gold now. So now let's wait for this retracement here. Let's wait for this retracement here. We got that close on gold. Let's see how this market closes on gold in the next 7 minutes, because we are getting that push down on gold. We got a push down here. So let's see. Up, up, down, up, This was our area that needs to be broken here. Okay. So let's see how we close here on this gold trade. And it looks like it's getting ready. It's did something. It did the dance for us, okay? It broke. So what we want to see now, I'm going to go ahead and draw my line here. This is our last break of structure for, so we want to see if we're going to break it or if it was just a test, okay? We want to see it break through here and close beneath, okay, friends? That's what we want to see on gold. We want to see it break through here and close beneath. It didn't break yet. It tested, didn't break. We want to see it close down here beneath there. And then we should be able to take this. We've got 5 minutes left on this 15-minute candle, but we want to be able to take it down to the 47.53, okay? So let's see what's happening here. That and go that candle. This candle here. This would be we got 4 minutes left on this gold candle. It looks like it's getting ready. Okay. These other ones, I'm telling you what, you got to have 3 different pairs up. So we have gold, the NASDAQ, and we have the Dow Jones. Let's see. Gold is looking like it's setting us up for a sell. All of them are starting to get ready for a sell. Okay, you can see we're getting ready on all of them now. There we go. So you guys can see all of them are getting ready for a sell now. So now we're closing beneath this area here. We would want to see it close beneath 48,189. That's where we're at. I'm just bouncing between the 3 guys, just looking to see who's getting us ready, okay? Who's getting us ready for the sale. Gold has 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left on this gold. Two minutes left on this gold. Let's see if we're going to close down here beneath this line here that I have drawn. On gold, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for a close beneath that dash line. On the Dow Jones, we're looking at a close beneath this 48,189. I want to see it close beneath there. Okay. I see it close beneath here. That's that last bullish candle. I want to see it close beneath there. Okay. And then on the NASDAQ, if we were going to look for a sell, it would have to close beneath this 20. I have an alert here. It would have to close beneath this 25,258. Okay. Have to close beneath here. And that would let us know that we're going to come back down and be in this box again. But remember, what did I teach you guys? The top of the box and the bottom of the box serve as support and resistance, and also the middle of the box. So all of it serve as support and resistance, okay? So this is on the NASDAQ. Top of the box serves as support when the candles are on top, and it also serves as resistance when the candles are in the box, okay? Same way the middle of the box. So let's see where we're at. Did we get that close? We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and we didn't get it. Didn't get it. So let's see how this candle closes. If we close beneath, on this candle, then what I'm going to look at here is I'm looking at the line chart, because sometimes the line chart will show you that candle closed beneath there, and it did on the line chart. So with that being said, I'm going to 235. All right, guys. Let's see. We've got 15 more minutes, so I'm going to bump our speed up to 4.5. Okay. We are working it, guys. 4.5 speed, 89 minutes, 5.1 miles. Love it, love it, love it. 590 calories. So this is how we do every day. Get out here, get some exercise. We got 10 minutes and 30 seconds left on this walking pad this morning. We're on here, friends. Looks like we could be getting a sell down. All right, guys, we are 4.5 speed, 93 minutes. Let's go ahead and bump our speed up to 5.0. 626 minutes. 626 calories. $5.4 miles. Okay, guys. Getting our alert on MNQ. So we are breaking structure for the sell on the NASDAQ. Breaking it. Okay. Getting our break here on this. See how much longer we have here. Gold. We're still fiddling around, testing that structural area. Okay. We're still testing that structural area on gold right here. Haven't broke beneath. M and Q. We've got 1 minute left on this close. We want to see how it's going to close. On our Dow Jones, we're getting a little retracement back. Up. Let's see if we get come back here to this 188. Try to get in for sell. All right. 97 minutes on the walking pad. 5.8 miles. 670 calories. Still haven't taken a trade yet. 98 minutes on the walking pad. 5.8 miles and 673 calories. Still haven't taken a trade yet. I'm looking for a sell now on this Dow Jones. Everything is actually selling right now. Dow Jones. We've got NASDAQ. It just broke structure for the sell. Okay. So, and gold. It's breaking structure for the sell too. So we're going to look and see which one we're going to get into while we get dressed for our field trip. I got a couple minutes left. Y'all see the sweat from the walking pad? Who would have ever thunk it? Come through walking pad, honey. Get them steps in every single day. That's how we do. Y'all see the sweat? It's dripping. Okay? So definitely getting ready to make a move on one of these charts. And we'll see how the cookie crumbles. Happy Friday. Guys, see, all of our alerts are going off. All of our alerts are going off. All of our alerts are going off, guys. What a great day. We walked and walked. Almost 700 calories worth of walking. All right. Let's see where we're at. We're looking for some type of sale on one of these charts. So if we can get a push back up to on the 15-minute. To here. This 190, that would be great. Okay, Bubba. I'm looking at gold, guys. Let's see. Oh, look at that. If gold comes back up here to the top of this box, I'm going to look to get in for a sell. Okay. Getting in for a sale, guys. Let's see. I've got the TP on the sale at 48,064. All right. It's going great. I'm still on here.
How's the trading?
It's going good. I'm in a sell. Hopefully it'll sell, not buy. Can you guys see my charts? Here's what gold's doing. All right, guys, I'm about to get dressed for our field trip we have in about 45 minutes. So we got to hurry up. So me and Gaby are going to get dressed, but I'm looking for sales down to retest that trend line. That's what I'm going to be looking for the rest of the day. And hope you guys had a great trading week. I had a great trading week this week, caught some great sales. We marked up some pairs. Be sure to go back and check out Wednesday's video. We marked up the NASDAQ from scratch. That'll help you a lot if you're new. Also on yesterday, Thursday, we marked up gold. So make sure you go check that out. And then on last Friday, we actually marked up the mini Dow Jones on futures. So make sure you guys check out those videos so you can hopefully they'll help you with marking up your charts from scratch. And don't forget to check out my book, Trading Made Simple for Everyday People. This is my book that I wrote that has a lot of the strategies that I use on the inside of here. Okay, so keep watching. You guys will be able to pick this up in no time. This book is called Trading Made Simple by Staar. It's on Amazon and it's over 280 pages. And don't forget to pick up Mommy's Meditation Journal. We've been reading our devotions out of here every single morning. And don't forget the word for today. The word for today was what? Believe God. Okay. So you have to believe God. I hope you guys are believing God for some great big things out there. Believe God by faith. All right. And that's all you have to do. Salvation is free. Okay. Just believe God. So love you guys. I had a great week with y'all. I'm Staar Fields and you've been doing what? Trading with the stars. We'll see you next week. Prayerfully and hopefully see you next week and we'll be in a different location. So can't wait to see you guys next week. Bye.